Good morning and welcome to Living Local 15. I'm your host, Jessica Williams. Thank you for joining me today. It's time to rise, shine, and be great. Today is Giving Tuesday, which is a global movement that reminds us of the power of generosity and the difference we can make when we come together to support causes that matter. So today we are asking for your help. Whether it's through donations or volunteering, you can make an impact. On today's show, we are highlighting a few nonprofit organizations and how they can help our city in so many ways. First, I'm taking you inside of Stillwater Hospice. Then I'm joined by the Fort Wayne YouTheatre. And then the Dream Center is here, which helps youth and adults with life skills and entrepreneurial passions. Are you ready? That and more happening now.
Fashion, food, and fun. You're watching Living Local 15 with your host, Jessica Williams.
Giving Tuesday, sponsored by Three Rivers Federal Credit Union. Stillwater Hospice is a compassionate organization that really cares about providing end-of-life services to patients and their families. Today, I'm going to take you on the inside and learn all about their services and programs. Let's do it. Joining me now is Mary Shankster, who is the Chief Development Officer, and Chelsea Dougal, who is the Social Work Coordinator. Hello and good morning.
Hello.
How are you guys doing?
Well, thank you.
Good. Well, it's great to be here to learn all about Stillwater and actually see your facility. And today we're here in the Grief Counseling Center that you all offer, which is so great. We're going to get to that. But first, Mary, let's talk about Stillwater Hospice and what you all do for our community.
Yeah, so Stillwater Hospice is a nonprofit organization that has been here in Fort Wayne since 1888. It started with a group of women who came together that wanted to care for the seriously ill. And so we've been established in Northeast Indiana and now serve 12 counties. We offer hospice services wherever someone calls home, whether in a residential home, assisted living, or skilled nursing community. We also have the area's only freestanding hospice unit, which is located off of Homestead Road. And as you mentioned, we're sitting here today in the Peggy F. Murphy Community Grief Center.
Yes, absolutely. And I know that you all offer so many different services. And so Chelsea, I want to go to you to really share with us about your respite services and what those programs look like.
Yeah, of course. So with the the hospice benefit rather, we offer respite services for caregivers to have a break. So whether that break is just to stay home and sleep, go on vacations, maybe it's too dangerous to take their loved one out of the home to the airport or just traveling. So it's a 5-night, 6-day respite benefit that allows them that break. They can come to our facility. It's very lovely. Some patients have compared it to an Airbnb just because of the accommodations. In some cases, the patients can get up, walk around, sit by the fireplace, eat some cookies, and in other times they choose to stay in their rooms and watch TV and stay cuddled up under a blanket.
Yeah, that's awesome. And Mary, you were talking about just all the things that you have to offer. And in particular with hospice, I know that people assume that it is for someone who is older and someone maybe at the end of their journey. But actually, there's so many ways that hospice care can really benefit families in different ways. So can you break that down for us?
Yeah, you make a really great point, is that hospice care is for anyone who's experienced a serious illness diagnosis. So we've cared for little ones as young as just a few days old to individuals way over 100. And so we are able to walk the journey with the patient and their family. I think our team is just as much for the family as it is the patient. Our hospice team includes an RN case manager, a social worker, a spiritual care counselor, volunteers, and CNAs. And so it really allows for the patient to be supported and comforted as they face end of life and as their families are walking that journey as well.
Yeah. And Chelsea, as a social worker, what have you seen in the facility as far as the range of care that you all provide, and really the way that viewers may not know the way that it impacts the community?
Yeah, so when residents or patients come in, we can have volunteers sit with them, play games, watch shows. Reminiscing is huge for our patients. They love to tell their stories and want to share with other people. Sometimes it's giving them just a good bath. Maybe their caregiver's older, so they can come to us, get a nice bath, relaxing, and get everything taken care of for them.
Yeah, and on this Giving Tuesday, it's so important to give the community an opportunity to know how they can support you, right? So nonprofits, you all do so much, but it's so important to be able to get levels and layers of interest. And so let's talk about what you all provide as far as ways that people can actually participate and support you.
Yeah, so this year for Giving Tuesday, we're really leaning into the concept of caring for our caregivers. And so that includes helping us raise funding for our respite benefit. It includes providing our hospitality baskets that we give to families when they come and their loved one is admitted to our hospice home unit. And it also includes the grief counseling and the support groups and the programs that we're able to provide families after they've lost a loved one at the Peggy F. Murphy Community Grief Center. All of those services are provided at no charge, but there's a cost to provide them. Right. And so we are raising funding and awareness about the services that we offer, especially here at the Peggy F. Murphy Community Grief Center.
Yeah, and so let's talk about just that service that you all offer through the Grief Center. People are able to come and gain that support for no cost. So what all do you provide through the counseling?
So we have several counselors on staff, one dedicated specifically to our hospice families, one dedicated to community, and then another that's a combination of the two. So all of our hospice families can come in and get that grief support either right away or even months, years down the road as that loss affects them. Community members, same thing. They may be experiencing different losses, either from a car accident, suicide, many different things, but they can get that support through them.
And that's the powerful part. It's like it doesn't matter if you lost someone through hospice or not. This grief center is open to everyone who has received a loss. And I know, so those counseling services are $150 a piece.
They are, yes.
Right? And so annually, you covered about how much?
So to run our Peggy F. Murphy Community Grief Center, there's a cost of about $550,000. Wow. And so due to the generosity of our community, we're able to provide the counseling and the support groups and the programming that we do throughout the year, but it's because of the support that we receive.
Yeah, absolutely. And so just breaking it down to that smaller amount makes it more tangible. It's like $25 can go to a gift basket, $150 can go to a counseling service, but it's everyone working together to help provide for the community. And I know that you have a goal today.
We do.
For Giving Tuesday, and what is that goal?
So our goal is to raise a total of $30,000, and I'm excited to announce that we've received $15,000 towards that goal, and so we're hoping to receive matching donations to allow us to raise $30,000, and a portion of what we have already received is from Three Rivers Federal Credit Union, and we're just so thankful for the support that they have received in the past and this commitment again this year.
Yes, absolutely. And if someone wants to learn more about your organization and also donate, where should they go?
They can go to our website, stillwaterhospice.org, and there is a donate button on our website.
All right, making it easy. Yes, well, thank you so much, ladies, for chatting with me. Yes. And if you would like more information about Stillwater Hospice and ways that you can donate and give back on Giving Tuesday, we'll have their website listed below, and I'll see you after the break.
Follow us on social media at Living Local 15.
For Giving Tuesday, we are spotlighting the Fort Wayne YouTheatre. This incredible organization has been inspiring creativity and building confidence in young performers through engaging productions, educational programs, and a passion for storytelling. And joining me today is their executive director, Heather Clausen. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. Well, welcome to our show. And I'm thrilled to talk about the Fort Wayne YouTheatre.
Yes.
Because you haven't been on before. And so I know, theater is actually such a passion passion for mine, performing arts and watching and supporting. So I'm so thrilled to learn about what you have going on.
Yeah.
So let's start off with just giving us an overview about the theater.
Yeah, so Fort Wayne YouTheatre is actually the 5th oldest children's theater in the nation. We're celebrating 90 years this year, which is a big one for us. And our mission is to educate, engage, and entertain youth and their families through the theater arts in our community.
Yeah, and so let's talk about youth. So what's the age range that are performers in your company?
Yeah, so we offer classes, camps, and then also have productions that are by youth and for youth. And we engage youth anywhere from the age of 3 all the way until they're seniors in high school, and then a little beyond. We'll get some college interns to come back and help with various things as well.
Yes, and you say by youth, for youth. So are they writing or are they like handling production? Like, how is it by them?
Yeah, so all of the performers in our productions are youth, even our technicians and our stage management team. Those kids are the ones calling the shots when it comes to showtime. The only adults involved in the productions are the directors and choreographers and kind of those leading roles, but even youth participate as assistant directors on occasion. It's really great to see them involved on a variety of levels.
Right, and so let's talk about your 2024 through 25 season. I know that you have a lot of great shows that you've had, but then still upcoming. So what can people look forward to?
Yeah, so the next show on the docket is Anastasia the Musical. That opens December 13th and runs through the 22nd. It's a great way to get out for the holidays with the family and just bring in the holiday cheer. The production in February is part of our Young Heroes of Conscience series. It's called Something Happened in Our Town. It's based on a children's book, but dives into a little more of a serious and relevant topic. And then we end the season with that Dragons Love Tacos production.
Yes, and so of course, with it being Giving Tuesday, it's so important for nonprofit organizations to gain the resources from the community that you need to continue to do your work, which is really empowering youth to tap into their acting talent and, like you said, a variety of opportunities that they have to serve on the production. And so how can people contribute or help your organization?
So we're excited that this Giving Tuesday, we're actually launching a match campaign through the end of the year. Our friends with Three Rivers Credit Union have generously offered to match any donations up to $5,000. So we're really hoping that people will pitch in and help us to meet that year-end goal. But above and beyond that, we're always seeking in-kind contributions, you know, the basics, papers, folders, envelopes, things that kids need for productions. But people can also come volunteer their time with us. Anybody working front of house is a volunteer, anybody taking the tickets and helping at the concession stand, all of those people are volunteers. So if somebody wants to get involved, they could do that. And then of course, youth themselves can come audition for a show and get involved that way.
That's so awesome. And talking about supporting, I mean, coming to the show alone is support, right? So it's a win-win. You get to enjoy a wonderful show and also be able to help support the organization. And so let's talk more specific about where will Anastasia take place and how can people get tickets?
Yes, Anastasia takes place at the First Presbyterian Theater, and you can get tickets on our website or by calling the Art Sticks Community Box Office at 422-4226.
Okay, and if there's like parents or youth listening and they're like, ooh, I would like to be a part of a production, when do auditions open for the next show?
Yeah, we actually have audition information posted for our next 2 shows on our website right now, so those will kick off right at the beginning of the year for our first production and then a couple months later for that spring production.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I was about to call you Anastasia. Heather. Anastasia is such a pretty name, but thank you, Heather.
Thank you.
And if you would like more information about the Fort Wayne Youth Theater, we'll have their website listed below, and I'll see you after the break.
Living Local 15, proudly driven by the Kelly Automotive Group.
For Giving Tuesday, we are shining a light on the incredible work of the Dream Center of Fort Wayne, an organization dedicated to empowering individuals and families through programs that inspire hope, provide resources, and create opportunities for transformation. From youth development to community outreach, they are making an impact. And joining me today is their founder, John Dortch. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome, John. So first, I have to say congratulations. You're just hitting milestones with the Dream Center that opened up a year and a half ago. And let's talk about just on the basis, what is the Dream Center and why did you decide to open it up here?
The Dream Center is a building, obviously, that we took the word dream, the acronym. D is determination, R is respect, E is energy, A is attitude, M is motivation. All the work that I've done since I've been working, I've encountered a number of different issues that I feel people are not receiving what they could receive. So under the Dream Center, we have 3 pillars: health and wellness. A nutritionist is in charge of that. Entrepreneurship, I'm in charge of that. And life skills, where we bring in various speakers to talk and train people about life.
Right. And I know that a quote that's so important to you is this: life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? By Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And you're doing these programs for others in the community. So who are the others? Is this for youth? Is this for adults? Is this a wide gamut of folks?
It's a wide gamut. We have a young men program that has been going on, in which what we're doing, they meet on a Saturday morning, and not only do they meet on a Saturday morning, they take trips to places that they've not been before and find out exactly what's going on. Example, to an automobile shop, how an automobile is made, to Chuck Schurak's, where they looked at pilots, and 2 came back and said that I would love to be a pilot. So those are the programs. We have another program coming up in January for young ladies, 12 to 18 years of age, called Power Her. That program would be 12 to 15-year-olds to have them being taught etiquette and manners, self-respect, all those kind of things. And then there will be another program for 16 to 18-year-olds in which a lot of other things that will be taught to them.
Yes.
Adults, we've had various speakers that have come in. We had Judge Morgan to come in, and she talked about courtroom protocol. We had a family attorney to come in, talk about family law. We had people in all different areas that have been in, and there's no cost to come to these programs. Another one we just finished last week, skills training. There's not enough men and women, especially in the community, that have the necessary license or bonded to get into skills. So we had 21 people that came, and it was an excellent program. That they all very interested in being electricians, carpenters, bricklayers, whatever.
Yes.
So those are the type of things we're doing.
That's awesome. And you don't really hear as much about the life skill entrepreneurial side, where not only do you provide the facility and the desks and technology so people can use and kind of build out their ideas, but it's also a community aspect where people are working. It's called a co-mingling spot, in a sense, where people can network with each other.
That is correct. Co-offices, co-working offices. Yes. And that is going extremely well.
And I'm sure it really does give a big impact when someone gets to go and observe a job that they're interested in and then decide if they want to do it. I know there's programs set up for kids, as they decide what they want to major in college and stuff, or what do they want to be in life. But as adults, it's okay for us to change our trades or learn about new things. So I love that you offer that through your programming.
Yes, we just also started a chess program, 7 to 11 years old. We want the young man, instead of thinking going out, dribbling a basketball, nothing wrong with that, but engage your mind, dribble your mind and do something. So that just started, and they're very excited about doing that.
That is awesome. And then there's so many different opportunities for people in the community to get involved, because this is about supporting a nonprofit, which you are, and also that mentorship aspect is important, to be a mentor. So can you share with me the different ways that people can be a part of your organization?
Well, the mentorship, I'm starting a mentorship program. I have a book that I brought to you that I've written, and it's about how to be a mentor, the difference between a mentor and a coach, all of that. So I'm getting more and more people saying they want to go through a mentorship program. One of the understanding that people have to know is that a mentor, and be in a mentorship program is at least a year. You're not just going to be in there a week or two.
Right,
Because
right.
mine is very dedicated, very committed, and it's a year-long program. You know, we also, one that I haven't mentioned, Kelly Marvin, who's a business partner, you know, she is heavily involved with the health and wellness.
Yes.
So we have taken an area called Johnny May Farm, and second and fourth Thursday, we'll meet in there, and she's actually doing hands-on cooking for people that's coming in.
Yeah.
That also helps folks learn how to cook healthy because we have a high incident of diabetes and all those other things because of the way you eat and what you eat.
Yeah.
So, and she is a nutritionist.
Yes, awesome. Okay, let me see your book. Look at that.
And the Built to
Built
Lead.
to Lead, a guide to mentorship from an ultimate mentor himself. Yes, so good. Well, thank you so much, John. And
It's Kelly's book.
Okay, wonderful. Oh, yes, nutrition. So many resources people can get at the Dream Center. And of course, people can get involved in different ways, whether that is join the Dream Team, take a class, teach a class, volunteer, support or sponsor, and join the email list and to get more information about you all. But of course, you know, contributing on Giving Tuesday is so important. So thank you so much, John.
Thank you.
And if you would like more information about the Dream Center of Fort Wayne, we'll have their website listed below, and I'll see you after the break. Giving Tuesday, sponsored by Three Rivers Federal Credit Union. Well, that's our show for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. And remember, you can always catch up on episodes and segments of Living Local 15 by going to WANE.com, downloading the WANE app, and also checking us out on YouTube. And I'll leave you with this. On this Giving Tuesday, we ask for you to extend your heart and extend your time by either donating or volunteering to one of the organizations that we mentioned on today's show, and also the various organizations around this community that make an impact. I hope you have a marvelous rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you here tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Content segments during today's Living Local 15 were paid for by these sponsors.